Alright guys, Shinigami-san, here to review Boku No Hero chapter 37. I'm recording this actually again because in my last, I made a video like 5 minutes ago, and I was just like, I missed out so much key details, so I just have to come back to this. And before I want to start, the color page was freaking awesome. I'm getting to love the mangaka's drawing so much. It's so fluid and lovely, as you could just tell. If you go back to like the early chapters of the series, and you come now, it is mad. The difference is crazy, and the thing is, you can even tell by looking even at color pages. By like his first color page, which was like chapter 9 or something. Now look at it now. It's just developed so much. Not even just because I think like his first one was using pastels, kind of a pastel kind of edition kind of thing. But this one is obviously different the way he's drawing it. But it's just so much more refined and detailed. And it shows that he's getting more comfortable with the characters because he's just drawing them again and again, and it shows that he's loving drawing it as well, because he's obviously putting time into getting so much detail in the color pages on every panel of this. So I'm hyped. I'm just gonna put this out there. Maybe probably in like 4 chapters we'll get another color page. Maybe in 4, maybe in 3. We don't know when we're gonna get another one, but we'll be soon. Be less than 10 chapters, I can promise you that we'll get another color page. But yes, this chapter, Ochako, is amazing. I love Ochako because her character development is unbelievable. Her personality is like a model personality of what someone should be, because she's so selfless. Like, she's just committing herself all to her parents, and she goes to the point of literally putting herself in recovery, putting herself where she's collapsed, where she exhausted all her physical limits and her quirk abilities to the fullest, where she could have probably even died by getting taken out by those explosives. And I'm just going to say, her durability must be on a mad scale. She's getting hit by Bakugo's explosives. But that's another video to talk about her quirk. So, yes, her quirk was amazing. And I'm so hyped to see what can happen next, because with Ochako, her ability, I think, has just got so much potential to be strong. But her character of what she'll do, this is what she does for her parents, I wonder what she'll do for her friends. Like, I'm just saying, if maybe someone gets kidnapped in the next arc or whatever, I wonder what lengths Ochako would go to help. So, yeah, I love how Bakugo's so caring, but not much people know it. Everyone thinks Bakugo's like a brat. Everyone just thinks Bakugo's, because even I can't remember, what's the elbow tape Spider-Man guy called? Zero? Is that his name? Zero, I can't remember. But yeah, the elbow tape guy, he was like, that was nearly as tough as your basic villain. So even his classmates think he's a villain, and everyone thinks he's just cruel. Even though they're just playing it out as a joke, it's still implying that he is. So that obviously must kind of get on Bakugo's nerves, because Bakugo just... I think elbow tape guy and Kirishima, they piss Bakugo off the most, because they're even being kind to him. But every time Bakugo talks to him, he's just like, shut up or piss off or something like that. So it's hilarious. Everyone was saying that, like, to Bakugo, oh, you shouldn't have done that because she's such a fragile girl. Bakugo truly knew the full extent of Ochako's abilities, and Bakugo didn't even... It's like Bakugo only realised, even pro heroes didn't, because everyone was like, oh, even people on the stage I was watching, and freaking guy next to Eraserhead, the other hero, what's his name? Radio or something, I can't remember. He's basically the MC of this festival. Even he was like, oh, Baku, you shouldn't have done. They were like, oh, well, it's a little bit too much or something like that. So even pro heroes didn't realise what was going on, and that just shows you how intelligent Bakugo is as a character. And now Bakugo's one of my favourite characters in this series. I mean, because he's so badass, it's unbelievable. Ochako, she was like, I loved this, the feels when it was like, where do you see fragile? It was just like, Bakugo sees all. And Bakugo actually knows Ochako for what she truly is, because not much people realise what Ochako's actually doing, to the lengths she's going to, and Bakugo understands, and I think Bakugo, that just shows respect, because Bakugo actually respects Ochako for putting her body to the limits and not holding back from him as well, and taking everything, because flipping out, Bakugo was throwing explosives and everything, and she was taking it and running full on. So I was just like, yes, that's mad. But this chapter was awesome. The fight was awesome from last chapter, and the conclusion was amazing. But Deku's facial expressions are unbelievable. Every time you see Deku, it's like if he's either crying or he's like scared out of his thing. Yeah, because when he first saw Endeavor, it's like he jumps out of his skin, and it's like, oh my gosh, he looked like a skeleton. It was hilarious. But before I get onto that, I wanted to talk about Kirishima and Tetsuya. What I love about this series is that the mangaka always concludes on stuff, and we don't get any off-screen kind of battles. We get things, and the pacing's amazing. Like, sometimes in a chapter you don't always have to have one fight, we'll get 2 or 3, like we did in the other chapter, and that was awesome. I love that, because he's giving the character the spotlight, and we're finding out what's going on through all the characters, not just the main people, and that's awesome, because it was pretty cool how to finish off the fight, they did an arm wrestle, and then we find out more about Tetsuyu's quirk, because he lost to Kirishima. Obviously, Kirishima's a dense guy. I don't even know what substance Kirishima turns into, but I really want to see Kirishima fight more. It'll be awesome. But I can't remember. I think he said that he doesn't like fighting or something like that. He doesn't look like he's the fighting guy. But I can't remember if he said that, or maybe I'm just filling stuff out in there. But Tetsu, we know that he has to ingest steel. So the more he ingests, the stronger his quirk becomes. So I didn't really know that. Maybe that's the same with Kirishima, because their quirks are quite similar. But that's pretty cool. And so I wonder what it would do if he this gives up questions, because does he have to ingest just steel? Can he ingest like hybrids or metals or different types of metals? Because that would be freaking awesome. I'd love that. That would be cool. But yes, with Ochako, that picture when she was crying, that just finished me off. I was just like, no. It feels mad. But we got to see Endeavor again, and Endeavor's massive. For some reason, Deku looked like Deku's obviously quite short anyway in comparison, but Endeavor looked like a freaking giant. Like, jeez, right here is mad. Wait, let me see. Like, freaking hell, looks like 6'7" or something. But yeah, I love it. Endeavor's character design, how he always has like fire on him, so that's awesome. I really like that. But I want to know how Endeavor basically picked it out about. Endeavor picked out how Deku's quirk was similar to All Might's, and he might be thinking, I doubt he knows about that. I doubt he knows about All Might and Deku, but he's obviously saw similarities. So that means that obviously everyone's seeing similarities. To be fair, it's not really it's quite bait. It's quite obvious to realize. So it's not like, oh my gosh, it's so similar. It's like, it's not that hard to find out, because every time Deku punches or something, he always says Detroit Smash or something. And if you see All Might for like even a second, you're like flicking light bulbs will be turning on. So yeah, I love how Deku was just like, Deku talked back to Endeavor, and the face Endeavor gave, all you saw is his eye. He was like, damn boy, what do you say? It was mad, because Deku was just like, and Todoroki's not you kind of thing, and Deku just ran off, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So I was like, oh snap. But I really want to see more talking between. I want to see All Might talk to Todoroki. That's what I want to see, because that'd be awesome. But I like this conversation between Endeavor and Deku, because we're seeing Deku potentially talking to one of his rivals in the future, maybe, well, his rival's father. So pretty much, but you never know. In the future, we might see Deku first Endeavor. How awesome would that be? Like in a time skip or something. That'd be freaking awesome. But anyway, who knows? So this chapter was awesome. I'm hyped for the fight between Deku and Todoroki. I hope Todoroki uses his fire powers. He might do, because Deku might push Todoroki to his limits, Todoroki might have himself back up against the wall. But I truly don't know who's going to win. I think Todoroki's going to win out of this fight, but I wouldn't be surprised if Deku did. Either way, I think it might win in a what's the word? I think it might get called off. How awesome would that be if it get called? Could you imagine? I'm just thinking, because it came to me. I was reading Toriko earlier today. Can you imagine they're fighting, and then like Shigaraki and like even more villains just break in? That'd be awesome. But nah, I want to get this cooking festival concluded first, because I don't want to miss out anything on this greatness. But yeah, that's pretty much my review of Boku No Hero chapter 37. It was an amazing chapter. Tell me your thoughts and comments below. Are you hyped for chapter 38? Did you love Ochako as much as I did in this chapter? And Shinigami-sama, I'll see you next week for chapter 38. See ya.